preseason game you look forward to, an opportunity to make a statement in a top 10 showdown. It's the Notre Dame Fighting Irish and the Georgia Bulldogs. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
Anytime you step between the hedges at Sanford Stadium, you know you are on hallowed ground in college football. This is one of the best places you'll ever watch a college football game. The red and the black, the dogs, even the Uggas are buried in the stadium. This is one of the most iconic spots in all of college football. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. So Georgia's kicker approaches the football, and the 2026 season is underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Carr above the noise. Right on the money. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
And offensively, I love running these drag routes. I mean, these are the routes that, whether it's zone, whether it's man, they're so successful. It's just about seeing what the defense is doing and getting it to him in open space. Nice job. The wide receiver has some space after the catch, able to go make extra yards. Nice pitch and catch.
On the option. The pitch. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49, a big pickup there.
And that's exactly how you draw it up. And that's why the option's so hard to stop. QB, man, draw the defense in. Look at me. I'm the first option. Bam. Next thing you know, he pitches it, gets a positive gain down the field.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Running inside, it's Williams. Gain of right at 7 yards, 2nd and 3 coming. Guys, let's take a step back and talk about Notre Dame. They start the season in the top 5, prime position to make a run. But what's the biggest danger there, Jesse?
Well, they need to avoid complacency. Top 5 tells me you've got potential. You were a good team a year ago. You got a lot of talent. But there's going to be a lot of really tough games on the schedule this year, David. So why not start early right here in week 1 and come shooting out of the cannon?
Shooting out of the cannon with a start that everybody gets to look at, see how good you are. And that first impression is really big, right? Like, you can start climbing quickly and really get a high marks in people's heads if you can start the season on a great note.
They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Punt is in the air on 4th down. Catches it cleanly at the 20. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. One thing you can figure out from these tests early in the season, particularly a top 5 matchup like this, is where you are and just how far you have to go.
Yeah, and which is a talking point amongst your team. It's a prove-it game. Like, let's see where we stack up.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Got some room to run. In with the pick 6. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. They're on the board first here in the season opener. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. This D gave them exactly what they needed, not only with a stop, but with a touchdown.
Yeah, and finding ways to impact the game early in the game, just make impact plays, right? The defense wants to create sacks, create turnovers. Great job creating the turnover and getting points off of it.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out, not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule, and it makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. They'll send the back in motion. Looking to pass. It's Stockton. Flips it out in the flat. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's 4th down.
And really nothing else the quarterback could have done there. He wanted to throw the ball further downfield, obviously, to move the sticks, but the defense just took everything away. So he had to check it down, and the defense was able to rally, now setting up 4th.
They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Here comes the Fighting Irish out to get this drive started. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
And there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Oh, they're after him. He's knocked down short gain, maybe a pickup of 3. That defense rallied to the ball in a hurry.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
This dog crowd is off the leash, and they are coming after them, bringing noise on 3rd down. And he gets it out past the sticks, and Notre Dame will have a 1st down.
Hey, man, that's unbelievable. That is a really good job of seeing the blitz right away and getting rid of the football. Like, that is quarterback 101. Understand they're blitzing, they're coming, see it, take advantage of it, get the completion, and move the sticks.
Bringing the heat, and down he goes.
And that guy is just a man. I mean, he sets the tone in this defense. And you saw it on that play right there. Reminds me a lot of the guy standing beside me, David Pollock, who really set the bar for great D-line play at Georgia. I think back to 2 guys I played against, Richard Seymour and Marcus Stroud, lining up beside each other on the inside of that D-line. That was an absolute nightmare to go up against.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. They decline the penalty for pass interference, and they'll stand on the results of the play. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Run inside. It's Williams. Got enough for the first. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
Carr. Here's the pressure. And they got it.
I tell you what, the offense, they get the big run play, and then what are you thinking? Maybe play action, take a shot. How about the defense? They were ready to roll. Even though they gave up the run, they didn't just play the run. They were ready for the pass and got the big sack.
They've got some serious work to do to keep that last one from messing up this drive. 2nd and 19. Looking down the middle. He's got it. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in their zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
And he couldn't find any room to breathe. What a great job on the run fits by this defense.
It doesn't matter what run play you have called, if you're running it inside or outside. If the defense gets penetration, everything is done. And you saw it on that play right there. Great job by the D.
Throwing, Carr. He's got it, and he will score. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Man, he didn't just put it on his numbers. If he were throwing it at a front porch, he would have put that right in the keyhole. What a precise pass.
Right in the keyhole, right on the button, right on the face mask, whatever it was. Great throw, great timing. Nice job by the quarterback.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. He might want another play. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. There he goes. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. Georgia going up tempo. On first down, Nate Frazier. And a short gain here in the first quarter will come to a close. Going to need to step up to make sure this one doesn't get out of hand as the second quarter is about to get underway. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Back to pass, it's Stockton. Quickly to the tight end. And he was knocked down immediately. Very short pickup on that one.
Must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position that can work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well, but this is a guy the QB will look for early and often in this game.
It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. They'll move the wide receiver. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they've got it at the 49. Here come the Irish back on offense. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. Brought down at the 38. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down.
Well, that's a really good-looking physical run. I'll tell you, when you think of Notre Dame football, too, you think of all the great coaches they've had, Eric Parsegian, Nate Rockney, Lou Holtz. Those guys would love what they're seeing right now. 3 yards in a cloud of dust, wearing...
There's some room. Oh, he got loose. He's piled up 65 yards rushing already here in the first half. It's a season opener, but he's in midseason form.
I think one of the hardest places to move the football on the field is right outside that fringe area. Now the offense gets to skip that area because it was a great job by this running back making something happen, getting the ball all the way down the field, now set up on 1st and goal.
Looking for the goal line. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Here comes the option. Now the toss. Touchdown, Notre Dame! Excellent pass by the back on the option.
Yeah, and now this offense building that lead. It's still the first half, but I tell you what, shown some glimpses of why they could become a really, really good offense. Listen, you go into halftime, more of the same, right? Continue to do what you're doing, take care of the football. This offense has looked really good in the first half.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. And he's going to bring this one out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Bulldogs offense is on the field, ready to get this drive cranked up. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah, and these are the weeks that you really wish that you were playing a video game, and you could just reset the console, start over, Jesse, and make something better happen early.
It just looked like they're sleepwalking in this first half, and it's not just one guy. They just haven't been playing collectively as a unit, and if I'm the head coach, I'm considering starting to give some other dudes some chances here.
He stopped just short of the 25 at the 24-yard line, but it will be a first down. They are letting the big dogs eat on the ground.
Pound, 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 the dog pound. Run the football, be physical. You can go back when Vince Dooley won a championship. Herschel Walker, you go up.
Snags it and he's open. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
And that's a big play for this offense, and they need to get going. They've built themselves a deficit. They need points on this drive, or else, guys, the second half, we're going to be telling old war stories, right? Like back in my day, and Jesse did this, and I did that. So, I mean, come on, offense. Let's put this together. Let's keep this game competitive.
You never want to say it's over early. I mean, we're here early in the game, but considering what the scoreboard is saying, they absolutely had to have that play for them to stay in this football game. And sometimes it just takes one great throw and one great catch to wake you up. They need to score a touchdown on this drive. They need to score another touchdown on their next drive, but maybe that's the play that turns things around for them.
Looking downfield, it's Stockton. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long. This one from the 44. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Finds his big tight end. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. Georgia comes quickly to the line.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. The offense changing the play. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. He's got him. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Oh, man, did he turn that one loose and fired it into the teeth of the zone.
And you know as a quarterback, Reese, when you're throwing it to the perimeter of the field on these curl routes, you've got to have some heat. You've got to have arm talent to get that ball out quickly into the hands of your receiver before all those defenders can get to it. Man, this QB's got a game.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Back to pass. He's got his man. Makes the grab. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. From the red zone, it's Frazier. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. After losing yardage, it's 2nd and 12. Dropping back, it's Stockton. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Missed his receiver there, it's incomplete.
At this point, trailing by a lot, the defense is expecting you to throw it. If you're going to throw over the middle of the field, the window's going to open and close quickly. You've got to have better timing to complete that throw. They just didn't have it there.
This has been the unending drive. It has gone on forever. It has chewed clock, but now it faces 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Williams. He's now up to 75 yards on the ground, and he wanted to make a first impression, and he's doing that in this opening game.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
There's a crease. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Looking for space. It's Mobley.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add them down the road, obviously you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Here's Carr to throw. Unloads to the right. It's caught downfield. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. Dropping back, it's Carr. Escapes the pressure going right. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man all by himself. He'll be pulled down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line as they play a little pitch, catch, and run.
And another connection and another big play for this offense. And they keep the gas to the floor. Like they're still throwing the football, still making big plays. And this defense,
looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Irish. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
I think there were a lot of doubters that wondered how this team was going to be able to handle this environment and whether or not they could find success early in this game. They have proved all of those doubters wrong. They have been dominant in every phase, on offense, on defense, and on special teams, and they are piling it on here early in this game on the road.
Out of the end zone. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. To the air on first down. Gets it to him on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. They thought they had that screen set up, but there was a giant hole in the screen, and they went backwards.
Defense obviously did a good job watching tape, Reese. They know this is an offense that's going to try and take advantage of their pass rush upfield and try to sneak some screens in, but nobody on defense fooled that time.
He rifles one deep down the right side. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We start with a look at Northern Illinois, taking on the number 18 team, the Iowa Hawkeyes. And it's Northern Illinois looking to get the job done on the road. Right now, it's early, but they lead this season opener. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
and if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays. Those 50-50 balls, when you get your hand on it, man, they got to start making those plays.
And it's picked off for the 4th time today. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Running inside, it's Williams. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Might as well stick with him. Touchdown, Fighting Irish! And they take it in for 6 more points. Ready to try the point after. And they tack on the extra point for a 35-0 lead. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone.
Georgia, 0.
And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over.
And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. So, guys, we'll get another look at this offense. The run inside. It's Williams. Picks up the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, a big reason why they're up on the scoreboard is because of how successful this guy's been running the football. And in this position, at this time in the game, with the lead, you want to keep doing it. You want to ice the game. This guy's getting better as the game goes on, so keep handing him the football.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive...
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Look at that toughness, just running through everybody. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. Here comes the Georgia offense, ready to go on the attack. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
On third down, here's Frazier. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the wide receiver. To the air, it's Stockton. Get it out on the screen. Breaks into the open. He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
Looking to the big tight end. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
Hey, guys, I'm trying to find a way to be up here and be positive, and I guess here's how I'm going to be positive. At least the other team didn't catch it, because he's thrown it to the other team a lot today. It's been a struggle in the passing game. I'm not sure, guys, if it's not decision time, to go to the other guy to see what he can do, because this passing attack has not been great.
Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's third and short. Frazier again. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read. Read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. Well, they got 3 back, but that's about all you can say about it. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Williams. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. On the option. He'll toss it. Could be an alley. They knock him down after an explosive play, and it was all because of the perfectly timed pitch.
First down for the offense.
They just changed the dynamic of this possession in a heartbeat, and now it's 1st and 10 from inside the red zone. Pocket breaking down. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Well, if this offense is going to win this game, and down the road, if they're going to reach the college football playoff and hope to win a national championship, they have got to keep this quarterback clean. Couldn't do it on that last one.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Great job by the back on the option. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he tacks on the extra point. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finished it off with a 17-yard touchdown run.
42, Georgia, 3.
And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Frazier again. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
Defensively, with all the space now and spread football, there's so many opportunities where it's one-on-one tackling, and it's really hard to do. It's hard to get guys to the ground that are so talented. That's why defenses have to swarm to the football, get multiple guys there. That's your best chance to not have broken tackles.
They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
Skips away from pressure. Bought a little time, lets it go. They're working that left side. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
And that's a nice job by this offense. They got to find a way to continue to string good plays together. They've had a few, but they haven't put 3, 4, 5, 6 together, putting a drive like this together. Now, let's go pay this thing off and punch it in the end zone.
We've come to the end of the period, and Notre Dame has the lead. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. So the final period starts with a second down play. To the air, it's Stockton. Oh, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Tight end finds a soft spot. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
I think you're seeing the chemistry between these two guys on that last play, right? Quarterback's on the move. He's got to find his big fella. He does a great job of finding the soft spot in the defense and settling down. He was a stationary target for his quarterback on the move, and that really helped them pick up that first.
Running inside, it's Frazier. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. Touchdown Bulldog! Gets it into the end zone.
Yeah, and this offense needs a spark, man. Down big. Listen, it's game 1. It's not the end of the world, but we got a deficit. Got to put some drives together. Nice drive here. Now the defense needs to do their part because they got to put this thing in turbo.
And he made the extra point without problem.
Notre Dame 42, Georgia 10.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. The run inside. It's Mobley. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
They've got the lead, but here in the fourth quarter, it's starting to dwindle. And if they're going to hang on to this game, they've got to be able to run it. It's a really tough thing to do when the opponent knows exactly what you're going to do, but this is what you train for. You've got to be the more physical unit right now.
Pressure coming. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play, and I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
It's caught along the sidelines, but he's out of bounds. Would have had the first down if he could have stayed in the field of play. The Irish send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He's got it. Makes a move. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. This was certainly not their best effort. I believe this team is much better than it performed today, but they're going to pay the consequences of losing this ball game. And he throws another interception. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And if you're the quarterback, you might want to stop throwing that guy's way. I mean, you knew coming into this game, David, he's one of the best corners in the entire country. He's already been picked off twice now. He is literally
going the other way, and he's got room. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. He's up to 113 yards on the ground, and that will put him over 100, and what a way to start the season. That's the way to give yourself some breathing room. Now the second play of the drive from the 36. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Under fire. And it's a sack. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff.
And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
And finally, you're seeing some life from the defense. They've been struggling all game long up to this point, but back-to-back sacks on 2 consecutive plays, they're at least still trying to fight back in this game.
From the gun on third down, Carr sends it downfield. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody in the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
And it looks as if there will be no return here as the punt goes out of bounds. Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. We've certainly seen better performances from this group. You have to hope that they'll grow from this, but this is going to be one that they're going to kick themselves over for a while.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
They knock him down at the 40. It's a pickup of 5, and that will be enough for a first down.
A lot of times on second down, you're thinking pass, especially second maybe a little bit long. Really good job by the offense, committing to the running game, getting the first down really easily.
Handoff for Frazier. He breaks a tackle. Here's a little room there. Runs it all the way down, almost to the 10. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 12.
And I tell you what, we can focus on the left side of the line of scrimmage because that's where the play starts. But you don't get big gains when you run out wide unless wide receivers, yes, wide receivers commit to blocking, staying on their guys. Really good job on the outside by giving the running back space to make the big play.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync. And that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. And the Bulldogs trying to pay off the threat on first and goal.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
Tries again to get it in. Went right back to him, and again he is denied. It's 3rd and goal.
And this offense, you're halfway home. All you got to do is do the same exact thing, Palmer. Fall forward and be physical here.
And that's why they practice these goal line situations, right? It's to step up and be physical in moments like this.
He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. That leaves him with a tough 4th down situation. You'd love to just chip into the lead, but at this point, a touchdown's what you're after.
And I think it just clears up the decision-making later in the game. But I think you stay aggressive here. You try to get the touchdown. You're not going to have very many opportunities like this left in this ball game in the 4th quarter.
Might be changing the route. Looking to throw, it's Stockton. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. Carr. Here's a heat. Picked off. What a play to set him up.
Reese, I know you're a little bit of a front runner, so you probably would quit. You'd probably sub yourself out and take yourself out of the game. But I like that they're continuing to fight. Keep fighting. You never know what's going to happen. Actually, you know what? I know you're not going to win, but it doesn't matter. Keep fighting to the very end.
This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. They run the reverse. And the defense played that one beautifully, and they'll knock him down for a loss.
And how about the response from this defense? Put in a horrible situation.
Hang on just a second. I think they're going to try to get the touchdown here. Man, this could be a gamble, guys. They could come up empty. Likely a lost cause, but they'll throw it again. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. Well, the offense did fall on that loose football, but it won't matter much as they turn it over on downs.
Out of all the ways to get a first down, that's how the offense chose to do it. I mean, make the mistake, throw the interception, Palmer, but heads-up play, force the fumble, and recover it. First down.
And, David, you know the quarterback's counting his lucky stars. That was a bad decision. That should be the defense's ball. Luckily, they fumble it. His teammates get it back to give him another chance.
Takes the easy one to the back. And that is how we will wrap this one up. Coming into this one,